On first down, Richardson.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Inside the 10. Touchdown.
A great effort there. 65 yards.
And the Colts come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. That's now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. On the handoff, they start with Richardson. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. They'll keep it on the ground. Richardson up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, They go back to their huddle with a little pep in there.
And he will finally be taken down at the Titans' 38-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, I was waiting on you.
Usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts, because everyone wants to kind of control that area.
Yeah, you just have to wait till I get done with this.
The defensive side and the offensive side, as we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
And between the last two plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Richardson. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Colts go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. So it's a high 5 for that one. His 5th rushing touchdown of the game as he draws ever nearer to potentially making a run at an NFL record.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. We've seen him be good so far. He's hoping to continue that trend here in quarter number 3.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80. Here we go.
They start on the ground. It's Richardson. Oh, able to avoid him. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That one good for 33 and a 1st. What we saw there, that's what we know that he can do. He can break tackles and turn them into big runs, and that's what he did.
And what is the buzz phrase nowadays in football for a guy like that? Contact balance. The ability to go through trash, come out the other side, avoid and run through contact, and keep your balance.
Well, Jarius Sneed up to make the play defensively. From the 33, here's a 2nd and 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Richardson. It gets by him, and now a little daylight. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Colts add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. And that now 6 rushing touchdowns for him. And that ties him with Alvin Kamara, who on Christmas Day of 2020 all. The Colts set to take over here offensively. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out to this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive. But sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through. Trying to sell out to pry that football loose. And just as you said, cost some yardage. Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up. And this is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Michael Pittman,
his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Colts start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th.
I thought you already sent me a
Charles,
request.
he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
Make sure you show him online.
We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read,
go to your profile. Make sure you show him online.
He continued to survey the field. Picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be.
The Colts getting another possession here on offense as they try to finish things off in this 4th quarter. And that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6.
I thought you already sent me a request.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Line has got some snaps for them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. And he's got the 1st before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Up the middle they go. Richardson. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Yet another touchdown run for him, and this one is going to put his name in the NFL record books. He's now set the new bar for most rushing touchdowns in a single game.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you already had me.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late fourth quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
And they will take a knee here. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Indianapolis, they remain as hot as anyone at 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Nashville.
Come on, come on, come on. Hey, tap is 50, tap is 50. Ready, hey. Let's go now. Cowboy 80. 19 Cardinals, 19 Cardinals. Ready, Capital 80. Ready, go. Ready. Ready, 19 Charger, 19 Charger. Ready, Cougar 19. Here we go, here we go. Ready. Here we go, set. Gotta be Timberwolves. Ready, hey.
Okay, I'm not receiving anything.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Today, from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, it's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The Colts offense about ready to get going. They are 6-0 here to start the year. And one guy we'll be keeping close tabs on is this man, the veteran at running back.
And he comes off a dazzling performance a week ago, over 100 yards rushing and receiving in that game. That is now the stat line you see every day. He'll be hard-pressed to repeat that, but just shows how comfortable he is in this offense.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Oh, what a juke into space. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage.
Partner, is that what you call a quick hitter? That's actually a bolt of lightning, wasn't it? Right out of the gate.
And, of course, on the heels of him winning AFC Offensive Player of the Week 1 week ago. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Now it's Richardson. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
2nd down and 3.
Now a give right side. It's Richardson. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Now you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
On 3rd down, it's Richardson. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
The Colts at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown.
Michael Pittman,
his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Colts are on the board first here this afternoon.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is going to continue.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Now Richardson back to throw it. Out of his hands quickly to Pittman.
And he's into the clear.
Michael Pittman.
Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Michael Pittman.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Colts have taken the lead.
Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
So here are the Colts to take over. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now beginning this drive 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Richardson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
This defense for the Dolphins very strong in that victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. The middle they go. It's Richardson. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
On 2nd down now, it's Richardson. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Colts go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, they were looking to pick up the 1st down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Richardson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. And you can bet they're going to lean on him quite a bit, obviously. They did last week. It was over 100 yards also. AFC Player of the Week is announced Wednesday.
And until they take that away, I would continue to lean on him. Try and have another award for him, one in this game. But when you look back at last week, and you saw how he was able to find holes in the defense, but it's also the run after the catch. That's what made it impressive.
They'll run on first down. Richardson. And bulldozing his way through. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 35. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
113 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Now Richardson.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays.
Shifts past him at the 45. Oh, nice move. Oh, and now some space to operate. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Colts are able to extend their lead.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half.
First and 10. Here's Richardson with it. That's to the tight end, Mallory.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On first down, it's Richardson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
They get 17 more on that one and another first down.
It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Right back to him on first down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 more there and another first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What, is it 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to the end zone real fast.
Richardson to the air on first down. A short throw pulled in by Woods.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
Wait a minute. What is this? Damn, Pierce.
Into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second down in the yard. Richardson looking to throw this. And this taken in by Downs.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 15-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
They'll run on first down. Richardson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
210 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Colts have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the first and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard chart.
And set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He is north of 200 yards. Any time that you can say you're north of 200 yards, you've done something right.
Yeah, you're going to get some big check marks on your grade sheet, and you're going to be in heavy rotation on all the highlight shows, and you might even make a magazine cover or two.
He's hoping for more, the cherry on top maybe, as this game goes forward.
They go play action with Richardson. Got his open man. It's Mallory.
They find some open field here. And he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
On first down, it's Richardson.
And he'll follow his blockers here all the way down to the 23-yard line. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And Richardson slides down after evading the defense, and he moves the chains.
I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 5-yard touchdown.
Hey.
And the Colts add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. When you talk about certain guys just having a nose for the end zone, he's one of them, and he was not going to be denied there.
And defensively, especially in the red zone, you've got to be able to at least slow him down and hold on for dear life. But he's able to get out of a couple of tackles there, and not enough people got there in time. Pretty poor on the defensive side of the ball.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs.
40.
To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
Damn.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Richardson.
First
down, just 1 yard there.
And this is the worry, because sometimes you get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important third down.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on the gain of 10.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Richardson. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Michael Pittman with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Colts are closing in now on a 7.
The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
Dances by him.
Oh, come on.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
They run the counter. Richardson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Richardson.
And he is going to have a Colts first
Appreciate
down.
you, bro.
And that should be the one that finishes this game off.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Colts tack on another score as they have dominated this 4th quarter. What a game it's been for him in the backfield, Charles, as he pounds it into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, and he hits the end zone one more time, and his blockers cleared all those lanes.
40 rushing touchdowns.
They called for the heavy unit, right? 3 tight ends coming on the field, and they got the job done clearing the way.
This was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visited and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for the Colts, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Miami, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
Excuse me. Fart in my head.
Today, from NRG Stadium in Houston.
The Colts offense ready to get going here, 7-0 on the year. And the one we'll be watching is this man at running back.
And he was, in a word, unreal a week ago.
The game of his life is how he put it, and man, was he magnificent in that one.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Here's Richardson to throw.
Now they go screen. It's complete.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
On second down, it's Richardson.
Oh, come on,
and he
man.
is
Damn.
in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Richardson looking to throw.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago. Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set.
They'll keep it on the ground. Richardson.
Damn it!
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team. How about that run? Picks up a first down. Note the enthusiasm in my voice. Remember, last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another one in the fold.
And you talked, watching film, a lot about his form and just hitting the hole, running north and south, as we like to say. And I think he's been doing that a lot recently.
Squaring those shoulders and getting downhill.
Pass out left, caught by Woods.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
They'll try to run this one in, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Colts use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. So important in this league to capitalize on the other team's mistakes. Here they force the turnover on the opening drive, then come right down and score.
And I would add that it's important to capitalize on other teams' mistakes early. That way, you build confidence for yourself and your team. You start playing a little more freely. And you let the other guys know we're prepared to play.
Look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
So here are the Colts to take over. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Gets past one man. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans' 34.
166 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. They'll run on first down. It's Richardson.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Caught on the slant. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll try to run this one in, and he takes it in for a Colts score. A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Colts have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So what a first half that he has had running the football. That now 3 touchdown runs.
And I would anticipate that when they get down in the red zone, he's going to get more chances as this game goes on. And I think that the guys blocking for him are going to ask for him to get more chances. They like the rhythm they've developed.
Indianapolis offense ready to go again. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us. Missed.
It will not go down. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. They finally caught up to him there at the end of the play, but great inside handoff, and what a powerful run.
The first few yards seemed relatively easy. Then it got tougher, right? And that's where he showed that he was not going to go down easily. He was not going to be denied until he got everything he could out of that run.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. Richardson.
He'll get this one complete there.
Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Michael Pittman
with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts take a
3-touchdown don't do that shit no more.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
The Colts going to take over now late in this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Richardson going to change the play here.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Oh, come on.
On second down now. It's Richardson. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
First and 10, it's Richardson.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Right back to him on first down. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now.
There he goes again.
Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. 51 yards.
And the Colts come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He has been a touchdown machine. It has been enjoyable to watch.
And the scoreboard continues to light up as a result of his efforts. He's been a blast, though. Every time you look up, you just figure if he's got the ball in his hands, he's going to end up in the end zone. It's been that kind of a game for him.
Absolutely. Now you just keep waiting for more. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Now Will Anderson gets to him for the tackle. Now these two teams met in Indy earlier in the year with the Colts coming out on top. So a win here in Houston would give them the season sweep.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Richardson. And he'll get this one up to about the 59 here.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
What's up, everybody that's watching? How y'all doing?
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him the first down yardage there. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on
How y'all doing, man? What's going on?
But they certainly had success throughout this contest.
Where y'all from? Talk to me. What's up with y'all? I see y'all in here.
This one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On first down, it's Richardson.
Go.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator. When we clip out the box score, nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 5. From the shotgun, Richardson. That complete to Downs.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Richardson out of the shotgun. He's got his man. It's Pierce.
And inside
Hey, they
the
go
20
Pierce.
before he's brought down. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
They'll run on first down. It's Richardson. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. From 17 yards out.
And the Colts have opened the lead up to 30. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
And the Colts coming out now. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room.
Oh, come on.
Down to the 29. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. Richardson down at the 25.
There's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And they'll go to the air now with Richardson.
A quick throw, but incomplete.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
On 1st down, it's Richardson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Run them into submission.
In motion right is Pittman.
Oh, damn
They
it.
sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal.
Welcome.
It's Richardson. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get into the end zone and touchdown, Indianapolis. Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Colts add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
The Colts now, they're ready to get the football back. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th.
To throw is Richardson. Throwing to start the drive. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and take it like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
Complete. Richardson has it. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Second and 6.
They run the counter. Richardson.
Oh, come on.
And he'll go down right
I had all
around
the
47
holes.
this time. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Richardson, and he'll be taken down at the 34.
Brought down on the play by the linebacker, Christian Harris. They work now on 2nd and 9.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
He's the crossing route, and he finds Pittman.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. 2nd down coming up. Keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Up an Indianapolis victory, and we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory.
Oh. Yep, 3 more for 50. About to score 50. About to get 3 more. Minnesota. Stay in Minnesota.
Today, from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Colts offense about ready to get started. 8-0 is their record to start the year. And they are led by this man.
That's good.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. These are his numbers from last week's contest. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Richardson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Yeah,
that one for Indianapolis resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, you know, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, you know, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown.
Welcome, people. If you like what you watching, or if you like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, please.
15 yards here this goal.
I don't ask them much.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot.
Laid back guy.
Have told
That's
me
it.
that when you line up to run the football,
You choose to be interactive or not.
Scrimmage,
That's
right?
up
You
to
got to
you.
win your share.
I don't mind.
These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fist fights.
But
Running game
I
working,
mean,
they'll stick with it on first down.
might be cool people out there somewhere.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 42 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in
drop a
practice
like.
prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's
I got caught up.
right now for them.
Damn it.
Throw left side.
Hey,
complete.
in there.
That's Woods. Touchdown.
Hey, touchdown.
Jelani Woods. His first
Let's go,
touchdown
Woods.
on the year.
And the Colts respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to
on.
play the type of ball that will put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down.
So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Gardner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, then they have that one bad week. It takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
On third down, it's Richardson.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the first down.
Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
These two teams all tied after one. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 4.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Richardson, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Richardson. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and 1st down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
On 1st down, Richardson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right out and right up the middle.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Colts have moved out in front.
And this is where you can't help but think about our friend, the coach, the late John Madden. Because this was his kind of football right here. Line them up and let them get after it down in the trenches. And as a running back, you just need that one crease, one sign of daylight. He finds it, and he barrels into the end zone. Touchdown, coach, just like you would draw it up.
So here are the Colts to take over. They've gone 2 months without a loss, 8 straight wins for them. And they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Escapes the defender. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 105 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll try the left side. It's Richardson. And he works free. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
And the Colts getting ready to go.
Oh, 50. I'm about to hit 50. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm about to hit 50. I'm definitely going to hit 50.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Oh, he shifts past him. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Richardson. Oh, what a juke.
Oh, 50, number 50, baby.
Inside the 20. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Colts have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having.
Oh, shut up. You're exaggerating too much.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
How about our reigning AFC Player of the Week?
Don't be mad.
Secondary on that run.
Yeah, nice long run. That's what got him the award a week ago. Maybe he's trying for 2 in a row here this week. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Back to throw. Richardson. He'll take a shot downfield for
got him.
Pittman. Touchdown! Michael Pittman, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are able to add on to their first half lead.
Okay, we need to double check here. With
I
because
made
he keeps up on
it.
good stats, but what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking.
Ooh,
They're
one-handed.
really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just
now,
said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
Good luck.
he's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
The Colts going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
On second down, it's Richardson to throw it. A short throw pulled in by Woods.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Looking to throw. Richardson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Gets through and now an opening. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
that's going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
Richardson now on second down.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
They juked him. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
Now Richardson on 1st and 10. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Up the middle they go. It's Richardson. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
A great effort there. 41 yards. And the Colts have taken a 5-touchdown lead. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Taken down just shy of the 40.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
Plant the street! Plant the street!
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Richardson. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
On 3rd down, Richardson. And now the ball's out.
Oh, what the fuck?
Field, and the Vikings pick up the football.
Oh, no. Oh, that's going to hurt me.
All fumbles are costly, but that one really
Oh, my
hurts because he had
God.
the first down.
Yeah, that's all he needed, right? But the problem is we coach these guys to try and
Damn,
get
that's going to hurt.
But that,
And now, as with every potential
Oh,
turnover, they're gonna take a second
please save me.
look at
Please
it
save
just
me.
to make sure.
Please save me. Please save me.
Was the knee in fact down before this ball
Yes, I was
comes
down.
loose, and is the video
Please say I was down.
convincing enough to overturn
Yes,
it?
I was down. Oh, no, no, no. Damn.
possession of football afterwards, this is a tough one to overturn.
That's all right. First fumble ever. Oh, no, they give it to me.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be.
Yeah, let's go. Let's get it. Yeah. Let's run this play real quick. Yeah. Hell fucking yeah. Oh man. I can't have no more fumbles.
It's Richardson.
Oof.
Broke through some
Face mask.
but unable to reach the 40.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they'll get the yardage on the run and get 15 more for good measure.
Yeah, that wasn't too difficult to spot. You heard the sideline erupting, and the flags came out almost immediately.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's Richardson. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
They gash him in a big way on that last run, and defense fortunate to tackle him on the 2-yard line, but doesn't necessarily mean that there's something wrong with the defense's plan. And that's the one thing the coordinator has to do to make sure the confidence stays high. Okay, sometimes they're going to get a big play against us. That doesn't mean we change everything and abandon our game plan. But now they have to stiffen and try and keep him out of the end zone.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Colts have taken a 6-touchdown lead.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. Richardson now. Throwing to start the drive. He'll take a shot
got him.
for Pittman. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Michael Pittman.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Colts get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues.
The Colts set to take over here offensively. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And
come on.
Pick up to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
2nd down. Here's Richardson.
Now they go screen. It's complete. Shreds the tackle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Richardson throwing on first down. Richardson under pressure, and down he goes. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double teamed and sometimes triple teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Another try after the first down sack. Richardson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
Back to throw. Richardson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A huge play there on the screen pass. And even 40 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
Oh, good move. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
And they'll give them another shot here on the ground. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. And we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants a foot. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Colts add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
On first down, it's Richardson. And he goes diving forward to try to get an extra yard or 2. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Colts are on their way to a 9-0 start as they build on to their lead.
And partner, Are you kidding me? With this game that he's having, we are in uncharted waters like we've never seen before.
Just think, if he keeps every football from all the touchdowns scored today, does he need...
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
Hey, check that. Street.
Here's Richardson throwing to start the drive. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Looking to throw. Richardson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
They'll run on first down. It's Richardson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Richardson. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
On first down, Richardson unable to corral him. He fights through, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Indy set to go on offense once more. CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. And this has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it?
Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
And they will set up shop, red zone territory at the
Oh, that's some bullshit. It's alright, that game over. That's fucking crazy.
And now before the ball
oh yeah, let's go.
Look at this just to make sure that
let's go.
Right.
I was down.
Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough?
I was down, baby.
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also
I was
need
down.
Possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
They trying to shoot me.
So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. On second down, it's Richardson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago. And you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Indianapolis, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Minneapolis, so long, everybody.
Alright, folks. Appreciate you coming by. That's gonna do it for tonight. I'll be back on sometime this week. And next Sunday, I will be doing a birthday stream. I will be turning 38 next Sunday. So, please join me. If you can, if you got time. Just come through, say happy birthday next Sunday. I will put a post out as to what time I will be starting the stream. So, yeah. Thank you for coming through. Have a good night.